If you want your WRX to go from this to this, wheels and tires are a big part of that look, as you are aware, and a great option is to keep it really nice looking, not break the bank, but still simplistic, because less is more, and my favorite brand for that is 1552. Pair that with some Nexen tires. We actually went with a 19-inch wheel, so in this video I'm going to dive into all the specs, all the details. We're going to install them. We're going to ceramic coat our new wheels with Cerakote's pro level ceramic coating so that they're easy to clean. We're going to go into all the details. Let's unbox these, install them, and show you the final look, and maybe give you an idea of what you want to do on your WRX. There's going to be links for everything in this video in the description. The best way for you to support this channel, and it's completely free, is to either click or purchase from those links. Just even clicking to give me the ability to share with the companies how many people are checking out the pages is awesome, so we can keep creating content like this. I really appreciate you. Enjoy the video. This car looks awesome by the end of it, and there's a couple different colorways you can get on these wheels. For the WRX, we wanted to work with 1552 again, and they have their new RSR wheels. So the specs on these are 19 by 9.5. We did a matte bronze gloss lip finish, 5 by 114.3 lug pattern, and importantly, we have a plus 38 offset, and then we have some tires to go with it. We'll show you shortly, but go ahead and open up this package and check out this new wheel from 1552. They got the new gray boxes that are super cool looking. These look really nice online. I always love 1552's simplicity in their designs, but they went more with like a street style lineup with this RSR series they got going on. So I'm curious to see what these look like. These are pretty light. They have these in a couple different colors depending on what sizes you need. Dang, these are pretty fire. These are cool. What I like what they got going on is having like a hubcap that doesn't match the wheel, and more so is like its own thing. It's like a badge almost for your wheel. I think it looks super simple and clean. I really like that. So we'll get up one side in the air and we'll test fit these. But these are gonna look pretty gangster. They have a pretty big lip for a car like this. You don't normally have the ability to run like a really deep dish look. But what's unique about 1552 and the RSR series is they have two different face styles. One is very like concave looking with a bigger lip, and you can get the same exact wheel in a style that is more flat. So you think more Euro, you think flat, you think JDM, you think a little bit bigger like dish look. So you have two options with all these wheels, which is pretty cool. Not a narrow wheel, that's for sure, but this is gonna look good. It's gonna have good fitment. I was curious what the deeper bronze would look like against the blue versus like a gold. I think it'll look good. This is a really kind of street poppy style wheel, a little more flashy than what I'm used to, but at the same time it's not too flashy. All right, let me show you the tires we got. For this car, we got some Nexens. They are the Enfera SU1s. We got 255, 35, 19. Why did I purchase these? Good bang for the buck, decent looking tread pattern that didn't look too commuter but didn't look too track. Just looked like a good daily tire that would perform. So we'll get these thrown on at Tires to Go and see what they look like on these wheels. Should be good fitment. Everything I've researched, it should be good. You want to support a local family-owned business in Phoenix to get your tires that are adjusted through their info and their address on screen. I'll also leave it in the description so you can plug it into your maps easily. But the owner is right across the street from me in my neighborhood, and then he has his two sons that I deal with all the time, and Todd. They're great people. I love sending people like you on the other side of the screen their way to get taken care of. And tire business is crazy. You got to do a lot of volume to make money, and they got a big family and they're super cool. So volume is key. Every single person that stops by any way I can help them, it's the way I can love on them. So if you need tires, hit them up. An important step with new wheels and tires is ceramic coating them. It makes life so easy when it comes to brake dust and cleaning them. The key thing is that when you have the barrels ceramic coated, when you take a brush, if you even need it, a lot of times the brake dust will just blow right off instead of actually sticking to the surface. So major step. This is a Cerakote professional ceramic coating. You can get this with the link in the description from Amazon or straight from them. If you've never seen this before, we do it on every set of wheels we get. Everything Parker and I own is Cerakoted with their ceramic coating. Comes with 2 bottles. This should cover most of a car with one. A big truck, you'd use 2 of them. So it comes with 2. You'll have some left over for sure. It comes with an applicator pad. To do this process, it's really straightforward. So let's hop over to the wheels and show you how it's done. Isopropyl alcohol is key. We're gonna do an initial wipe down. Alcohol is important because it dries really fast, and you don't want this surface to be wet at all when you do this. Should you do this step even if you have a brand new set of wheels? Yes, because you don't know if there's any sort of like oil coatings or anything that could have been in the air in manufacturing. You want the surface to be as bare as possible with isopropyl alcohol, and then your ceramic coating will adhere properly and it will work properly and last a long time. Then the most important step, my favorite, is not having to try that hard to clean the barrels when they're ceramic coated. Because when your barrels are clean, the car looks extra clean. It adds like a third dimension of depth to a clean car when you see the color way deep in the wheel. I have a moving blanket on the ground so I can set the wheels on their faces without damaging them. So you can use a towel or anything. Step 2, glove up. This stuff will adhere to your skin like super glue, and it's really annoying what it feels like when you do get a little bit on your hand. Shake the bottle a little bit, crack it open. I like to use the orange side so I can see how wet it is. We're gonna set up the pad and just get a nice wet layer on here. Don't get too carried away. You'll start watching the level drop fast, and it takes such a minimal amount to cover a surface this small. So I'm gonna do this edge, and it's nice on a color like this, you can see where you've been because it'll look glossy. So you're gonna want a firm layer everywhere. You can even do the wheel weights if you want. I'm gonna add just a little bit. It's already set up, so I'm just gonna add a little bit. Then I'm gonna do the back side of the spokes, because why not? The whole barrel, the back side of the spokes. Now I'm gonna take my phone, set timer for 5 minutes. We'll wait for this to finish, and then I'm gonna take a brand new towel and wipe it all off to level it. The way to think about this, and this is the only thing you could do wrong, is not wipe it enough after. So when you put a thin layer of ceramic coating on a material, it's gonna be inconsistent. It's gonna be thicker in some areas, thinner in others. You just wanna have an even coat. Then at the 5-minute mark, precisely, it's just dry enough to where when you wipe it, it levels it off flat and it won't look like a rainbow finish or anything else like that. When you have thick spots or high spots, it looks like rainbowy and it looks like an oil slick. So you don't want that, especially on the face of the wheel. So at the 5-minute mark, you wipe everywhere you coated it. It doesn't matter how much pressure really. It's already pretty much glued to the surface in a thin layer, and anything extra is just sitting on top waiting to be wiped off. So that's all it is. So 5 minutes, we'll wipe it off. It's been 5 minutes for the barrel. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe everywhere that I applied it. On a matte finish like this, the inside of this wheel is matte. It's hard to see where you're wiping, so just generally wipe it off, and the gloss on the front will be a lot easier to see. But that's it. Now it's ceramic coated. It's really slick to the touch. Now that we're done with the inside, let's do the face of it. So I'm gonna put some on my pad, just a little bit. It's already pretty wet. And I'm gonna start around the edge, and I'm gonna stick my foam applicator in the crevice of this to make sure everything's covered. Get the lip real good. I'm gonna get the cap, valve stem cap. Now I'm gonna stick my foam in here, this edge, make sure I get that coated. Then I can get the face of the spokes real easy, get the hubcap, and then come in here and get the inside of each spoke. Just need it a little bit. It's really hard to do this process wrong once you get the hang of it, and make sure you keep it stupid simple, because it is stupid simple. And you're gonna be amazed when you go to wash your wheels how much easier it is to keep your wheels clean. After you feel like you've got everything, I kind of come around and look, and you could use your phone flashlight like this and go and look for spots that are dull where you didn't hit yet, or spaces maybe where you scuffed your finger and you need to come back and touch it up. Like I see some inconsistency right here, so I'm just gonna do a nice casual stroke there, make sure it's even, and I'll wait 5 minutes for the face, and then we'll wipe it off. Our 5-minute timer is up on the face, so I'll just go through and level off and wipe down everywhere I went. This wheel looks a lot glossier. It's looking real nice. You can even do something like that hubcap. It'll look kind of like it's uneven. What's up, Blink? But when you wipe it down like this, it'll all level off and it'll look really good. I'll go ahead and get inside these spokes, and then we'll set up the tripod and we'll time lapse me and Park doing the other 3 wheels. Got our sweet new setup. Excited to toss this on with Parker. These some big boys. Yeah, these are big. These wheels are light. Got a little cherry on top right here. 1552 valve stem caps. Look pretty sick. Dang. Those wheels are big. Yeah, they are. I think they look pretty sick. Like, I was worried about 19s. It looks like really dressed up now.
The gold definitely looks good with the blue.
Bronze.
Bronze, my bad.
If you're wanting a wheel and tire setup like this, check out Fitment Industries. I have their link in the description. You can go to their website, check out the gallery to get ideas of what wheels fit. You can see the links in the description for this exact setup if you want to order it. The guys over at Fitment Industries take care of us here on the channel and help us make content like this to have sweet wheels and tires on our cars, and I really, really appreciate them. So when you shop for wheels and tires, don't forget about them. I'll have that info linked down below. This setup is killer. I love these new RSR 1552s. I'm floored. I want to put these on another car soon. Wheels and tires are not complete without lowering springs. So if you haven't thought about it yet, the white line lowering springs actually have a really good fitment, and they're quite low in the rear in a good way to get that fitment right. I feel like they are a little bit stink bug when you do lowering springs, but the rears are nice on this. So this kit is awesome. I'm gonna have a video right here where we unbox it, install it. It's pretty straightforward, and I think anybody could do this at home.